Coach Nick here, guys. We know that nutrition is a huge part of what we do, whether we're in more of a building phase, maintenance, lean gain phase, or a fat loss phase. Either way, we need to learn how to track our macros. So in this example I'm giving you, you can see I've got my macro targets at the top, and I'm giving myself 4 meals. To start with, I want to focus on protein. So for breakfast, let's say, what do we feel like for breakfast? Let's have some eggs. So I'll type in egg to the search bar, as you'll see. I'll hit the selection with the green tick, as that's going to be your most trusted source. Once I've selected that, it'll go to my overall total for the day, as you can see. Meal 1, 2 eggs for breakfast. Meal 2, what do we feel like? Let's have some fucking chicken breast, shall we? Nice and lean source of protein. Let's hit chicken breast. You'll see here, guys, that have serving size and number of servings. So I always want my serving size to be 1 gram, not 100 grams. Then I can accurately put the amount of grams I want to eat. So let's say I want to eat 100 grams. Nah, that's too little. Let's make it 200 grams, shall we? That sounds about right. And then you'll see I've got my 200 grams of chicken breast, which is 344 calories. So that's my second source of protein for the day. Let's have a look at post-workout and meal 4. So I'm still going to need some more protein for these options. Let's have a look. Let's go some eye fillet steak for dinner. Everyone loves steak for dinner. And it's a nice lean cut of steak. Even though eye fillet is a lean cut, guys, you'll notice with the steak, once I put in my serving size, let's make it 300 grams, shall we? We're men, we like to eat some big steaks. You'll see there that it does have nearly 20 grams of fat. So that's something to be mindful of with red meat, especially if you are in a fat loss phase. So look, we're getting a little bit closer to our overall protein target. We'll check in at the top there on our protein goal, and you'll notice, okay, 121. So we're getting closer to that overall goal of 180, and fats, we're currently at 47. So we need some extra protein. So the obvious one, guys, is a protein shake post-workout. Everyone loves a protein shake. Let's hit WPI, low carb protein option. And guys, you can put in any brand that you're currently having. They're all pretty comparable. Just remember though that we do want to stick with serving sizes, okay, instead of just going by scoops. So if you go by scoops, it's going to throw off the reading a little bit there. So our protein's starting to look about right, which is good. So from now, we're going to start focusing on our carbs. We need some carbs, guys. So for breakfast, the obvious choice with eggs, let's go some toast. Let's get some sourdough toast in there, shall we? Now with the sourdough toast, guys, again, you want to try to find an option with the green tick, as it's going to be, your most kind of accurate option there. Or you can just scan the back of whatever bread you're eating and make it 100% accurate. We're going to have 2 slices of toast for breakfast, as this is a fat loss phase and we don't want to go too overboard. So from there, we need some carbs with meal 2. So I'm thinking for meal 2, guys, chicken breast, the obvious one would be some rice. Let's get some jasmine rice in there. Again, we're measuring cooked weight with the rice, guys. That's very important. So I want you cooking your rice first, then weighing it, okay, rather than weighing it raw. So remember that for your meal prep too. All right, so we've got our sourdough, our rice. We're starting to get our carbs up a little bit here. Let's get some carbs for dinner. We can't eat that steak by itself. So I'm thinking, let's have a fucking really enjoyable dinner. Let's get some sweet potato fries. We're going to go some pre-made Woolworths sweet potato fries, nice and easy. I'm going to go 150 grams of that with my dinner. That's going to be tasty. Now let's cast our eyes back to the top of the screen. We've got 64 grams of carbs, 31 grams of fat, and 2 grams of protein remaining. So we've pretty much nailed our protein for the day. We need some extra fat. So we're going to add half an avocado with our breakfast. That's going to go nicely with our eggs on toast, I think. And that should get us to our fat total for the day. Okay, 17 grams of fat left, not much. But we still need some added carbs, guys. So I'm thinking post-workout, let's get some carbs in. A nice, easy choice of some fast-acting carbs is going to be some rice cakes. So we'll hit add food as always, type in rice cakes, and we'll find the most familiar brand with us, which is going to be Sunrise. You can buy these from anywhere, guys. Buy these from Woolworths. Nice and easy. We've added 4 rice cakes in, and we've still got some extra carbs there. So I'm thinking those rice cakes can be a little bit bland. Let's get some honey on them, shall we? Everyone likes some nice high glycemic carbohydrates, and that's going to come from some honey. So with the honey, again, we're measuring grams, and roughly 1 tablespoon will be about 30 grams. So let's just go a tablespoon, which will roughly be about 30 grams. So as you can see, guys, we've pretty much knocked out all of our totals at the top there. We've still got 15 grams of fat, okay, 11 grams of carbs. Not much. But with our fats, let's make our food a little bit more palatable and add some olive oil to that chicken breast and rice meal. Remember, guys, olive oil is very high in fat, so you don't want to overdo it here. So we're going to change our serving size here. We're going to take it from tablespoon, 2 grams as always, and then we're going to add in 15 grams. And you can see with the olive oil, guys, it's straight fat, so that gives us 15 grams of fat straight up. So if we look at our totals now, we've pretty much nailed it for the day. Our protein, 180 grams, our carbohydrates, 170, and our fats are bang on at 80. With the rest of those carbohydrates, guys, they might come from some salads or some vegetables you're having with your food. But as you can see, it's a quick and effective process, and we really need to make sure that we're learning and nailing our macro tracking.